Doom 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 doom. Yeah, I know that was corny. What's good, y'all? This is from Brazil with Love, and I'm here to tell you that y'all need to go watch Terminator Salvation. I just got home from watching it a little while ago, and I had to come on here and give you my 2 cents on it. Okay, Terminator Salvation is good, man. Went into the movie with very low expectations. Recently, I've been very disappointed with movies, especially the ones that seem to that they give us too much in the trailers. Terminator Salvation gave us way too much in the trailers. Transformers doing it. Wolverine, I don't even want to talk about Wolverine because that's where the bar, was set. But it was supposed to be set high, but it was set low. So pretty much anything that comes out now is going to be better, which it's good for G.I. Joe because it's not looking too good for G.I. Joe. So let's talk about Terminator Salvation. I was very happy with this movie. Beautiful CGI, very beautiful CGI, really well done. The acting is okay. I mean, there was nothing where you would say, wow, this guy gave, a beautiful performance, because there's not much dialogue. It's an action movie. There's a lot of explosions, a lot of shit blowing up. And it's well done for an action movie. This, Terminator Salvation is up there with T2, which I consider the best Terminator movie ever made. Terminator 2, Salvation is a close second. Then comes Terminator 1, and then 3. I know a lot of people hated on 3. I think 3 was a good movie, but it's just that it wasn't as good as the first two, so automatically people just automatically shit on it. Same thing happened with X-Men. X-Men 3, took a different direction. Everybody just shitted on it. I actually liked X-Men 3. Sue me, whatever. I liked it. So let's talk about this movie. First 15 minutes is very slow, but then it picks up dramatically. It starts off with a convict. Guy's in jail. He's about to get sentenced to death. Sarah Connor approaches him. Sarah Connor, you see, is going through chemotherapy because we all know she has cancer. And I don't know if we all know she has cancer, but most of us know she has cancer. Anyway, she approaches this guy, tells her, you're going to die, but if you want a second chance, you could donate your body to science and give you a second chance, which is, the start of this whole cyborg thing. The movie is really based on the T-800, which is the Arnold Schwarzenegger endoskeleton we are used to. So before the T-800 is the T-600. It's a bigger version, clunkier, slower, and that's the ones you see in the movie. Now, this guy donates his body to science. You see him die, and that's 2003. Then we skip ahead to 2018. We're on the battlefield with Christian Bale as John Connor, kicking ass. He finds this facility, Skynet, brings his troops in, where they find a bunch of carcasses on operating tables. One of the carcasses happened to be this guy that was sentenced to death. Okay, so we see that and we're like, alright, we get it. He's going to be a Terminator. And that was given away in the trailer. So I like the fact that, they gave it away in the trailer. I wish they didn't, but, it's not an important part of the movie. John leaves this area because he's ordered to go back to his troops that are on the ground. He finds his troops dead. There's a plane escaping with a Skynet plane with it. He follows it. The people that he had just left in the hole that he went into in the beginning blows up. So all his troops die. So he goes back to the Resistance alone. The hole that blew up where the murderer was, he comes out later, and he doesn't know he's a cyborg. So that's the big thing. This movie really goes on two different directions. We follow John Connor, and we also follow this cyborg who's just on a mission to figure out where the hell he is, what's going on. He meets up with part of the Resistance. John Connor goes with the rest of the Resistance. The one that he actually meets John Connor's father. Now this is where it kind of gets tricky. I'm not really big into time travel movies. I think the only movie that really did it justice was Back to the Future, because a lot of times when you go back, you change the past, you change the future, and there's this whole what if paradoxes and parallel time frames going on. So I, I if you want to enjoy this movie, just don't take that seriously, because I was trying to figure out how could John Connor be in the same era as his father if his father's a teenager. He's like the early 20s. And the closest thing I could think is since the Terminator that came back was supposed to kill John Connor and didn't, he survived. So in the future, I don't know. It's just that. It's just you just gotta take it for what it is. So eventually they run into each other. John Connor's father leaves. He knows it's his father's because Sarah Connor left the tape talking about him. So he wants to go save him. And what happens is, this is all a spoiler alert. I really should have said that in the beginning, but this is all a big trap set up by Skynet. They actually said it from the beginning that this guy, the murderer, he's actually a bait to lure John Connor into Skynet so they could finish him off, which they haven't been able to do for the longest time. So the new cyborg dude finds out. He's like, no, I gotta stop this. It's too late though, because John Connor's already in there. And we finally find out the first use of the T-800. This is what the whole movie is based about, like I said before, because they've been working on this model. And the first one to be a T-800 is your boy, you guessed it. Let me just pull him out for y'all. Should have been out from the beginning. Your boy, Bam, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And of course, it's not going to be the actual actor Arnold because he's pretty old now. But they CGI'd the hell out of him, and they made a CGI replica of him that looks freaking awesome, man. Like, I knew there were going to be the CGI Arnold in this movie. I heard rumors or whatever, and I was still surprised by how well they did him. And John Connor has a big fight with him. The other dude helps out, whatever. And I'm not gonna give away the whole ending of the movie, but just watch it. Really good. My only complaint is the company that puts it out, that put it out in Brazil, did not do a subtitle version. This was dubbed. And I hate dub movies. Only way dub movies work is for old kung fu flicks. If I want to watch an old kung fu flick, I want to watch it dubbed because it's funny. It's not because it's better, it's worse, but it's funny, it's campy. I'd watch, thank you Marvel. First of all, Marvel Studios, thank you, because Iron Man was subtitled, Hulk was subtitled. Now, The Dark Knight was not subtitled, Wolverine was not subtitled, Terminator was not subtitled. I mean, how are you going to have Gambit, who speaks with a Cajun, New Orleans style accent, sound exactly the same as Wolverine? Like, makes no freaking sense. So, takes away from the actor, takes away from the whole experience. So please stop doing that. Please subtitle. I know people here don't like that, but even if I didn't speak English, seeing from a